the topic right now is HP inflation in the community, right? So like, okay, HP inflation bad. Why? And then you base HP inflation bad being off of a game like Star Rail or Genshin Impact, whatever. All the Hoyo games have it, so it's easy to name them. Okay, well, how does that relate to what the direction of the game is, right? Like the game itself is its own thing. Is the HP inflation detrimental to the game, or was it a necessity? You can't say the same thing, right? In Genshin, it wasn't a necessity, and I speak very loosely on that. I don't want to make that a definite statement coming from me. I'm assuming that's the case, because Genshin still has the same shit that it had from a while ago, which was what is it, Team National, Xianling, Xingqiu, Fischl, or Sucrose, right? Oh yeah, and Bennett. The original 4-star characters are still broken as shit, right? Like they're just OD. You can do everything in the game with just those characters. So in my head, I'm like, well, okay, then the HP inflation doesn't matter, right? If they're still conquering content, then the HP inflation doesn't matter. Now, again, this is me loosely basing my information or my statement off of well-on dated information, right? Because for all I know, Mawika is the strongest DPS in the game. Mawika blows up the entire board, and Mawika can one-shot bosses. If that is the case, if in the event that Mawika literally no effort one-shots bosses with or without her Natlan teams, yes, you need HP inflation. You have to put it in the game. You have to. The concept of HP inflation, while I understand it in Star Rail's case, I'm not defending it. At one point I was, because it made sense, right? And this was early. I'm talking like 1.7, 2.0, 2.2 early. Now it's out of control. I think we can all agree on that. But in Genshin's case, if you introduce characters, because there are more than one, that decimate your game for free, no effort, I close my eyes, jack off, and press a button, and the entire field is deleted. You need to fix it. As a developer, as a game designer, you cannot leave shit like that in your game. If someone were to be a standard gacha game player, and from this point forward, I'm going to reference them as casuals. Another great video, by the way. There's an amazing video by Maximilian that he recently released that I do want to make my own iteration of, pertaining to relating it to gacha games. Here we go. What is a casual, right? What the hell is a casual? And in this video, he uses a chart to break down casuals, tourist, novice, intermediate, whatever. And this is in reference to fighting games. It's so well structured, and the way Max explains this can be used for anything. And so maybe at some point I'll go through and I'll watch this with you guys so that you have more information on it. But the TLDR of what's going on here, I can use this exact same graph to explain this for gacha games. In particular, honestly, not even in particular, just straight up for gacha games, right? And so when we talk about casuals, when I'm going to reference casuals from now on, this blue bar right here, the only people that are casuals in reference to this video. So I understand someone's going to be like, well, you can't show that casuals are blah, 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 blah. Before anyone argues with me about what my reference is for a casual, you are going to watch 22 minutes and 30 seconds of What the Hell is a Casual by Maximilian, dude. If you don't do that, whatever the fuck you're saying to me is irrelevant. It's inarguable. It doesn't matter anymore. If you can't watch the video to understand what I'm referencing when I make this statement, you are arguing thin air. It doesn't exist. We're going to use the material provided so that we can have this argument. And it's not even an argument, it's a discussion. When I reference casuals, a casual player in a gacha game is somebody that casually plays the game. The definition of the gacha game, all right? You get on the game for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Your goal, your intention is to not clear in-game. Your goal is to enjoy the game. How do you do this in a game like Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero, Star Rail, Wuthering? The story, the events, which we all know stories and events in any of these games do not require you to be at in-game level. You don't have to max invest into your account. You don't have to sweat. You don't have to spend money. You can just play the game and enjoy it. Collect your rewards that way and enjoy whatever free mini games they provide to you in the game. This is a casual player. The moment you start going into, I got to max out my builds. I need to look up some guides on how to be the best Bennett player, how to be the best Kazuha player in Genshin Impact. Well, Zani just came out. I need to know my 70K rotation for Zani. If I can't do my 70K rotation for Zani, I'm not a real Zani player. I need to know that. You are no longer a casual player. That's going to be a really tough blow to a lot of people. The reality of what I just said, the moment you start doing things that are sweaty, you are no longer a casual player. 70K rotations are not for casual players. You know what a casual player does? Left click, left click, left click, left click, spam, left click, dodge one time, parry, space button. Left click, left click, left click, left click, left click, it's dead. This is what a casual player does. There is nothing that a casual player is doing going into their account. They're min-maxing. Casuals do not min-max. Novice players get into the concept of min-maxing, which is totally fine. This is a-okay, right? But when you start practicing your rotations and you want to get the highest clear and you want a speed run and you want the S rank clear, you are no longer a novice player. You're not a novice anymore. So much of the community in the gacha space, there's only one or two. It's casual or sweat, but there are things in between that separate way more than just sweat or casual. The casual player ain't doing shit. I get on the game to play the story and I call it a day, right? I casually play Nikkei. I don't play Nikkei to learn how to sniper right click cancels. I know how to do it because playing shooters, what the like, it's easy as shit. Anyway, I know how to do it, but I don't choose to do it, right? I leave that bitch on auto. I pull for the waifu showing titties and ass and you know, lewd clothing or whatever, and I get off the game. If I don't get the character, I get off the game. I'll come back when another character gets here. I don't have the pulls, I'm just not opening the game. W Nikkei experience, facts. This is what I'm saying, right? And so when you go beyond that, you start looking at fucking rotations, you start min-maxing your builds. I want to be a top 5% blade on Star Rail. You are no longer a casual player. Get that out of your goddamn mind, right? You're not casual anymore. Everyone that sits here, oh, well, you got it. How else are you going to build your character? You don't have to. This is directly in a reference to, I had a video, unpacking Zenless Zone Zero in-game expectations. What's realistic? In this video, we talked about in-game. The reason I wanted to bring this up is because within this video, I wanted to have this conversation. I'm totally open to have this conversation with anybody. What are the expectations for in-game? I got a lot of mixed opinions, a lot of mixed views when it came to that. I also tweeted about this, right? And so the mixed opinions were one of two things. Somewhere in the middle, of course, but for the most part, I'm going to shorthand this. One of two things. One, in-game should be something where if it has premium rewards, me as the player, I should be able to clear it without any effort. I should not have to put in effort in order to clear to get the maximum rewards. This is what a handful of people believed in-game should represent, period. The other side of this represented what I would agree with, which is in-game should be the end of the game. I am well prepared or challenging myself to be able to attempt whatever this game is, its hardest content possible, meaning that I am min-maxing. I understand the mechanics of the game to whatever degree it is. I understand how to play my team. My builds are correct. My combos are correct. My rotation, everything. This is what in-game would represent. So this video, this conversation that I would love to have with anybody, by the way, there's one of two sides. I give zero fucks about a gacha game. Oh man, what about my 720 Stellar Jades? Like they put it there, so I'm entitled to have it. I deserve to get my 700. No, the fuck you don't. Grow up. You don't deserve it. It just because it's there doesn't mean you're entitled to it. The whole purpose of in-game, period, across any game, is for you, the player, to earn whatever the fuck it is. If I go into any in-game, across any game, I am looking for the challenge and I want to win. I want to be able to like, damn, that was really tough. I cleared that shit, no problem. Boom, I got my reward now, right? There's literally a tweet going around on Twitter right now proving this exact statement. And this statement is in reference to myself. You know, obviously other creators like Legions can back me up on this. Ryuk, because that's where the tweet came from, can back me up on this. What we receive is not what everyone sees. So I don't want to say that everyone in the gacha space does that, but based off of our interactions with this particular topic, as a large majority, the gacha community does not play other games. The other games they play are also gacha games. And so when I make that statement, and then I go on to say this separated line that creates this indifference of opinion is because they have not experienced these other games. A very prime example of what I'm talking about here. This game is taking everybody by storm. Expedition 33 is a masterpiece. Whatever flaws it has are completely overridden by the beauty and excellence of the game. And so many players and creators touched this game and they thought twice about Star Rail. And so me, I've been saying this shit for Literally low tier guy. It hasn't been years, but I want to say it. I've been saying this shit for years. I've been doing this shit for years. I've been talking about this shit for years. And then these motherfuckers come up and they're gonna talk to me about something that I already know that I've been saying for years. No, man, get the fuck that ass banned, man. Your life is worthless. You mean nothing. You should sit yourself down. I love it, man. We gotta hydrate after that one. Good shit. Expedition is taking tons of players by storm. People that play Star Rail, oh, it's an amazing RPG. It's the best game in the world. Top 10, right? Top 5 RPGs, Honkai Star Rail. And people are now playing Expedition 33, and they're realizing how foolish that sounds. Yo, wait, Expedition is nothing like Star Rail. The story, the voice acting, the emotion, the pacing, the storytelling, the combat, progression system of the characters, what I'm able to do with my teams. This is nothing like Star Rail. And for months, I've been saying this exact same shit. I just didn't need Expedition 33 to say it. I've been expressing why I love Star Rail as a gacha game, right? As a game, I love some Star Rail. It has so much potential. But then when I sit here and I go back and I'm like, damn, there are so many other JRPGs that just do it better. I took a break and I went to go play something else, right? Because like, for those that don't know, making gacha game content and being one of your only editors, right? Or your only editor, you don't actually have a lot of time to play the other games that you would enjoy, right? So it makes it hard to keep up with things that come out. I haven't beaten Metaphor yet. I haven't beaten Persona 3 Reload. I've played the originals 3 though, so like that's why like Reload is whatever. I'm not tripping about Reload. I've played 3. FES is my favorite of the Persona. Like I've crushed that shit like 20 times. So I haven't beaten them, right? I went back and played Metaphor. Playing Metaphor for 3 hours immediately made me hate Star Rail storytelling. Way like before I was indifferent. Before I was like, it's whatever. Pinnacone's okay, right? Like they could have improved here, and here, but overall, I understood the story about Pinnacle. I'm not mad about it. Bellabog was great. The Lao Fu was okay, right? I played Metaphor, and the entire opinion of the RPG side of Star Rail changed for me. And now I'm seeing this happen live with Expedition 33. I'm seeing so many random tweets pop up in Gacha Police, on Twitter, in the Wuthering Waves category, all these other Reddit. Oh my God, everyone, please listen to me. If you're a fan of Star Rail, you need to play Expedition 33. It's amazing. Like this is what Star Rail should have been. It's almost like I've been saying this for years. Them not playing other games is the reason why they don't understand or have that same experience with in-game the way that other players do with actual in-game. And so their in-game is tied to, there are rewards, I'm entitled to it, I need to be able to get that. I should not have to put in X amount of effort to get those rewards because they exist. Boom, right? So we've tied it back to the original point. Going back to the actual argument at hand, referencing the in-game, talking about what's going on in relation to the casuals, advanced, intermediates, things like that. In-game is not for a casual player. It is not for a novice player. It's barely for an intermediate player, and it's more so for the advanced and pros.